ladies and gentlemen, hands up if you were aware that forced marriage is against the law in the UK. Excellent, I'm really impressed. So, forced marriages is a contravention of human rights. And today I hope to provide you with some information about why that is and how we can engage the community to change that and hopefully stop forced marriages from taking place. Forced marriages generally involve taking away an individual's free right to choose how they live their life. So to choose who they marry, whether they gain an education, how they work, and how they generally run their lives. And it's a form of enslavement. There's no two ways about it. So I'm really pleased that in 2014, UK legislature finally caught up with human rights, and it was made illegal to have a forced marriage, to force a marriage on an individual. So some stats for you. 22% of the cases reported to the forced marriage unit in 2015 were emanating from London. So that's us guys, that's next door to us, the schools in which our children go to, down the road, within our own community. So 22% of cases happen in London, right under our noses. Some more stats for you. 27% of forced marriages involve children under the age of 18. 35% involve young people aged between 18 and 25. So a considerable percentage of young people are coerced under duress to have a forced marriage. A couple of cases have really haunted me in the press, and I've been unable to forget about them, and you'll have to forgive my bringing them up here just because I think I really want to drive the point home about this being a human rights contravention and an issue that all of us must truly really get behind and engage with and empower us to change society. So one case was Shafilia Ahmed. You may remember her. She was a 17-year-old A-level student, very bright student, very well loved by her school and her friends. And she was 17 years of age when her parents decided she wasn't going to accept a forced marriage. They did actually take her abroad to try and give her a forced marriage, and she managed to avoid it by drinking a load of bleach, damaging her throat. So they brought her back home and they did murder her. And the only way that the murder was the murderers were brought to justice was because her sibling came forward and actually told the police that she had witnessed Shafilia being murdered by her mother and father. The second case I want to bring to your attention is of Banaz Mahmoud. She was a 20-year-old young woman, an Iraqi Kurd, who at the age of 17 was forced into a marriage with a man 10 years her senior and experienced a brutal 2 years of sexual and physical abuse at his hands before finally being allowed by her family to leave and divorce him. She kept getting sent back by her family because they thought it was because she wasn't being a good wife. She did eventually find love with somebody. However, her family decided, they got together and they decided that she had to die as a result of that. And so they murdered her. And again, the only reason why that case came up and the police found the murderers was because her boyfriend at the time reported her as missing. One of the things that the police said in both of those cases that's really resonated with me is that when a child goes missing, it's their family that reports them missing. So if a young person is being murdered by their own family, who's going to report them as missing? Who's going to actually stand up for that person? Us. It's just us. So I'm asking all of you to get behind this. Please try and look up the charity that I'm speaking for today, No Forced Marriages. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them on social media. Please have a look at them. And also, if you have children in schools, please talk to your children about forced marriages. Make sure they are aware it's against the law, it's not right, it's a contravention of human rights. If you know people who work in the police, in hospitals, in the community, please also talk about this issue. Make sure that everybody is aware. This is not us being naive about culture. Forced marriages occur all over the world, in Europe, Africa, Middle East, in Asia, all over the world, in 90 countries worldwide. So it's nothing to do with culture, and it's not a sign that you're a racist or unaware of cultural nuance. This is very much a human rights issue. Thank you very much.